The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on Buckle Bomb Entertainment. This is the newest edition of Elite Talk Show. You have your usual. You have me, Sarah out of Syracuse, Orlando from Fort Lauderdale, and joining us, a special guest. We got Lewis, Brick City Elhawks. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, and yourself?
I'm great. So Lewis was at the Newark show the other night. Yes.
Jealous.
Now, like me, you've been waiting about a year and a half for this show. Your show was originally supposed to be the Blood and Guts show. Let me ask you, was it worth the wait?
Definitely worth the wait. Definitely worth the wait. I was disappointed at first because we didn't get Blood and Guts, but with all the signings and everything that we got for the value was well worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had CM Punk there now. Christian Cage. Well, he didn't wrestle, but he was there. Malachi Black, and then Adam Cole making his wrestling debut. And at least from our standpoint in TV, the crowd looked hot for Adam Cole.
Yeah, they were loud for him. I was like, wow. And I love the gear. The gear looks new and fresh. I was like, where was that?
Still seems kind of very Bullet Club era, though.
Yeah.
Especially jacket. I was surprised when I was looking at him when he came out. I'm like, oh, that's something new. I'm so used to seeing the Undisputed Era shit. That is
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
But the
So
pop crazy.
Yeah.
before we go into Dynamite a little more, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a lifelong pro wrestling fan. I'm also a producer / engineer / artist. And wrestling and music are the two loves of my life. If I wasn't doing music, I should have been a wrestler.
Well, being friends with you for a little over about a year now, I can tell you got the passion. So I mean, whether it's music or wrestling, it's there for you.
Definitely.
So tell us a little bit about the crowd last night. How was the crowd? What were some of the high points?
The crowd was amazing. There were a lot of high points, especially even because how they did it last night. It started at 7, so they started taping Dark Invasion. Well, Tony came out first, so he comes out, gives us the rundown, tells us pretty much what we're gonna see, but he always does. And believe it or not, one of the people that kept getting consistent loud pops was Justin Roberts, and I was surprised.
Oh, okay.
I know he's got a little bit of a following. People love him. He's a great ring announcer.
Yeah, he is. I have to get his book. I want to read his book. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would say he's probably the greatest ring announcer, or at least right there, since Howard Finkel.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I just love the fact that he could say like certain Spanish wrestlers' names right, like some other people that can't. Like I love it when he says like Rey Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, like
Yeah, he killed. And you're right, like he is the greatest ring announcer since Howard Finkel. Like, a little known fact about Howard Finkel, he's actually from Newark.
Yeah.
Most companies don't see the ring announcers getting over, but Justin Roberts, he's definitely over.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no, the fans loved him. What he did with that fan in Miami. When you showed me the video, I was like, oh, because I was like, what is Justin Roberts doing? And I was like, when you showed me the video, I was like, oh, that's what he was doing. Dumb fan. Ugh.
Now, as we discussed earlier, Lewis, anybody that's heading out to AEW shows coming up, they're in New York next week, Arthur Ashe Stadium, Rochester coming up, Cleveland coming up in a few weeks. Merchandise went quick, so if you want some gear, hit the shop there early.
definitely. You know, the show started at 7. You get there 5:30, 5:45. I'm not sure how the arena is how the arena in Queen is gonna work or how the arenas around work, but they started letting us in at 6. You know, it was a pretty quick process. And merch lines were crazy. So you'll see, the different merchandise lines. They actually had Kip Saban signing autographs in the lobby with a box on his head, which I thought was funny. It was
What's his
hilarious.
gimmick now all of a sudden? Because I just saw a video that he posted. I was just like, what is this? So maybe it's like he's changing his character. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, probably come back with something new. We'll see. I like Kip
Yeah, we'll see.
Saban.
Mhm. Now, can I ask you something? Were they doing like because I remember when I went to the first show for them in Miami, they had like where you do a barcode, like you barcode so you could shop on your phone, and then you order it on your phone instead of like and then they have it already ready for you, or was it different over there?
I know that they were doing that ticket wise, but as far as the merch, everybody was online.
Ah, okay.
And I want to say 1 or 2 people working the merch table
No.
with a ton of CM Punk shirts.
Oh,
Oh,
I
for
bet.
sure.
I was upset, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just order from Pro Wrestling Tees. It'll be easier, and I don't have to go through that.
Yeah. Hmm.
Odds are Veterans Day or Thanksgiving, one of those weekends coming up, a month or two, they'll probably be doing a free shipping sale anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
During the holidays, yeah.
Hmm. Oh wait, did you have a chance for some ice cream bars? Did they sell some ice cream bars?
Looking for, I don't think that they did. Because
Oh,
I wanted one.
I think the
no, me
company that's
too.
doing that is just a local Chicago company that makes ice cream.
Oh, oh,
I think.
boo.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, the crowd, they were definitely asking. I heard rumblings in the crowd.
That's gonna be a thing. As long as he's there, as long as he's wrestling, everyone's always asking for ice cream bars.
They should like get on to it. Like do like AEW ice cream bars, because that would be a smart thing to do.
They
Oh,
need to get good humor to bring back the original wrestling bars. 'Cause they did that, run with the new ones. Wasn't the same.
yeah, those bars, I remember them as a kid. They were good.
If they had him on the ice cream truck, you were getting it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Okay.
So, 2 other spots I want to ask about. Dan Lambert. He just seems like the kind of guy that just gets rained down on booze. Was it crazy for him there with the booze? Was anybody
Oh,
cheering for him?
it was insane. If they could have got to Dan Lambert and ripped his head off, they would have.
I
They might be New
bet.
York.
But you know what? Being an MMA fan, wrestling fan, and like I'm used to his stick, he's tailor made for it. He's tailor made for it.
Hmm.
You ever seen anything that he's done an Impact before?
No, I haven't seen an Impact.
It's
Really? He was an Impact? I'm
yeah,
trying
he
to
was.
think.
He was an
Hmm.
Impact. He's a big pro wrestler.
Yep.
I mean, he's definitely plays the heel, manager, whatever, really well.
Yeah. My favorite moment was when he told everybody to shut up that he didn't even know the song, and then the fans sang it back to him. That was like an incredible moment. I was like, damn. I was like, good job, good job, good job, guys.
When they cut the song off, it made the crowd go crazy. And they just booing, and it was like, fuck it, we're just gonna sing it. We know word.
I
Hmm.
know you were singing it.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
So next, I would say probably is Line's biggest pops when I always have to think for a minute. Brian Danielson. I'm sure when he came out and started challenging Kenny Omega, I'm sure
Oh,
that got some big
that
pops.
that crowd erupted for that. That moment, I was like, say yes. You better say yes, Omega.
That moment was crazy to be there and experience that. My ears are still ringing.
I
I mean, we're
bet.
getting the match next week we thought we would never get in our lifetimes: Kenny Omega versus Brian Danielson.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
they
incredible.
won the match in ROH.
They had like, yeah, they had like one or two matches
Okay.
together. Like I think there was like one that was like a fatal 4-way, and another that was 1-on-1. So yeah, so this is different now because they're now in their prime. So we're not gonna see how they are after all those years because like it's very much very fresh, you
Oh,
know. And this is like Brian Daniels' first match out of WWE. So
It's
we
gonna be
have
a
to
bit.
see. Hopefully he changes up his style for that. I can't wait to see it.
I think he's gonna go at ROH style, and with him having that indie experience coming through New Japan, I'm ready to see the American Dragon.
I can't wait to see if he changes up his gear a little bit or just kind of goes with the same theme as he's been.
That's
No, he's going to go to the same theme. Come on, now. He hasn't changed his gear in what like he does little updates to it, but he's going to still be the same.
I think he might go back to his burgundy color scheme, bring the robe back.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see
So
that,
yeah,
sir.
I got an interesting theory for you guys on how, they've been teasing Bray Wyatt or Rotunda, whatever his name is going to be, when he's
Window Ratunga. I think that's his full name.
Wyndham, Rotunda Wyndham.
Yeah.
So I think Kenny Omega loses to Daniel Bryanson next week. Brian Danielson.
Oh, you're going that bold? Oh
I
my
think
God.
I think Danielson wins because it's a non-title match. It's not a title match.
Uh-huh.
So then they say, all right, well, we're going to make it a title match next week on Dynamite live in Rochester.
Ah.
Bray was teasing, revenge is sweet. What if he comes back debuting and costs Danielson the title?
Ooh. Okay.
You're in plan like that. But I take on Bray. I think with the Dark Order storyline that we're watching now with the infighting, I think this is gonna lead to him coming in and getting their shit together.
And I think I can see it leading to that because what if maybe they split in two? What if Bray comes back and says it's time to bring the Dark Order back to what it was supposed to be and tries to get them to turn heel and evil?
I can see that too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're looking for leadership. That's what they're lacking. That's what Bray's going to come in. He's going to try to get them back to the old Dark Order.
Yeah. I just want them back together, please. It breaks my heart seeing them fight. Sorry. Excuse me. But okay, no, but back to Brian Danielson versus Kenny Omega.
Not so easy, is
Okay.
it?
I know. I don't think it's gonna be like a clear winner. I think they're gonna go for the time limit because they haven't done a time limit in what, like over 2 years now? Like the last one I think it was Cody Rhodes versus Darby Allin.
Sounds
So
about right.
yeah, so I think they're gonna give them the time limit, like draw, because then you will be wanting more, and then that's how you're building that up for a future like title match.
I had that same thought in my head on the way to work when I was listening to Meltzer and Brian
Mm-hmm.
Alvarez talk about the scenarios for them, and it makes perfect sense. They go to the time limit. I really feel like that's going to be the setup.
Yeah.
They go time limit, or there's some type of interference, but I'm leaning 90% towards the time limit.
Mm-hmm. And also it's depending on where they're gonna put it on the TV card, because like if they're the main event, you can't let that crowd have that draw at the main event. No, put that in the first, like put them at the first match to start off the show. Get them all hot, starting off with at 8 p.m. You're gonna see Danielson versus Omega, and then like you could do the draw from there. And then
I
like
mean,
you have like that, you can have
that's
the
a full
time for
hour.
everybody to relax themselves, and then get on the other matches to like hype up the crowd again.
So that'll definitely get the crowd hype.
Hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
banger of an opener.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. That's my opinion. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it. It's just gonna be so strange, but I'm excited just to see, you know, because I want to see this match. Like watching like the videos from Ring of Honor is just like they have poor quality. Now you can watch it like actually live. because I never watched Ring of Honor back in the day, so.
See, in New Jersey, we didn't. South Jersey would get Ring of Honor, so we would have to watch Ring of Honor. Now we have to play, which is amazing. And going back to watching some of the old Ring of Honor, you're familiar with the trilogy with CM Punk and Samoa Joe?
Yeah, I've seen like one of their matches. It was really good.
And they had 3 matches. 2 of them went to time limit draws.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if they take a page out of that book, we're in for a serious treat. They went for like an hour. It's a throwaway.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait. I mean, I'm hoping the fans are not going to shit on it, but you know how fans are. They're so, sometimes they could be cynical sometimes. It's like, just enjoy it, damn it.
Yeah.
Just can't wait.
There was definitely that last night out too. For certain moments. But overall, that being at a live AEW show compared to watching it at home, nothing like it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. We were the first fans to get AEW in Miami. Oh my God, I felt like it was louder there than it was in TV. I was like,
Yeah.
because everybody was on their feet when Malachi Black made his debut. It was just like, I was like, oh my God, he's here. How? What? What are you doing? What? And then everybody was on their phones. And you're like, oh, it's because he didn't have his 90-day compete clause. Oh, he rigged the system or something.
So we'll talk about Rampage. Lewis, I know you saw it. We won't talk about spoilers. We had Fuego del Sol challenging Miro for the TNT title. He says if he loses, he'll give Miro his new card that he had just bought. Warning if Fuego has a death wish here.
We need to talk to his wife to talk him out of these stuff, because like he got a nice new car. He's gonna give that away just for a match? Come on.
I mean, if he wins.
Yeah, maybe.
Lewis, how was the match? Did the match live up to the hype?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was definitely longer than the previous one.
Ooh, okay.
That I will tell you.
We'll cut it
I
there.
thought it was going to be like an easy squash match. Okay, so now this is going to be intriguing now.
We have Anna Jay making her Rampage debut, taking on the Bunny.
Her return back.
And it looks like Anna Jay is kind of going back to her star of the show ring gear, if you notice.
Yeah.
It's got the stars all over her trunks.
Yeah, but she still has some sort of still like Dark Order-esque, but with stars, so it doesn't look so bad. Oh, Sarah froze.
And then we have a tag team title match. Got the Lucha Brothers against former stablemates Butcher and the Blade. That is going to be a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's spoiled.
Yeah.
You have something phenomenal to look forward to. That might have been my match of the night.
Ooh, okay.
Amazing.
I can't wait to see how the two styles clash. You're going to have, the power of the Butcher and the Blade against the high flying of the Lucha Brothers. That's always an interesting combination to see how they make it work.
Well, Penta and Felix works well, because they work with Brian Cage, so they understand about the whole power and like kind of that type of game, so they're familiar with it. So
yeah, what I will say that it was a perfect display of power versus speed.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we'll get into next week's match a little bit here before we end our show. We've already touched on the Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson match. We got the women's title on the line. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on Ruby Soho, the winner of the Women's Casino Battle Royal.
We all know that Britt is winning this. Come on now. I mean, I love Ruby Soho to death, but we know that The Doctor is not going to lose her title yet.
I think she keeps the title, but not without shenanigans.
No, of course.
Agreed.
Something's going to happen. Like Reba's going to be there, so can't wait to see what she's going to do. Or Jamie, I wonder what she's going to do.
We got the tag match I'm looking forward to. I got Sting and Darby Allin taking on FTR.
So somebody posted on Twitter that they may give FTR the win on this match to give Sting his first loss, and they're going to be fine with that. Do you agree with that?
I can see FTR getting the win.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you have FTR lose, I mean, they're essentially heading on a big losing streak, and what does that do for them? If you want to tout them as one of the best tag teams in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how, because it's also depending on like how it's structured too. Because like if they're gonna do like how Sting was, where he just like powered out of like when he did that to like the 2.0, where they powered by him through a table, and then he he powered out of that, and he did like his like signature like kind of like pose and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see.
Let's turn into a decent rivalry. We got MGF and Brian Pillman Jr.
I'm excited.
Well, Oh, let me ask you something about MJF. How was like the crowd was so loud against MJF? I even heard a chant I haven't heard in a while. I was like, holy crap!
What chant was that, Orlando?
Shut up! I can't even say that word. Come on.
You've said it on the show before, though. It's got to be the whole New York versus New Jersey thing, though. That's why.
Yeah.
They rained him down.
No, but okay, I have to say this though, because this past episode, like I was being funny through our chat, but honestly, it's been a while since I heard so much cuss words in a wrestling show. Like I was like, holy crap! I was like, where's this? It's been a while. Like
even out of Bryan Danielson, he swore like that's really strange to hear him swear.
I know. I was like, he said that a couple of times. I was like, oh my god, Daniel. Language. I don't know. It felt like to me, it's like, what was that movie? The Christmas Story. Remember, like where he said the bad word and then the mom put the soap in his mouth.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Crowd hated MJF last night.
Oh yeah. But that was a good hate, though.
I can't wait to see him next week in Queens if he gets any kind of cheers, because it is his hometown. But he'll do something to turn the crowd on him.
Oh, of course, come on.
You know what I think is gonna happen with him being like, he plays the role of to a T. And you're from New York, you're from the tri-state area, so you know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Long Island kid, he plays that character to a T. That crowd speak is gonna tear him up alive. It's gonna be worse.
Mm-hmm.
The last match we got for Dynamite will be Cody Rhodes and Malachi Black 2.
Shall we say that this is going to be the main event and the retirement of Cody Rhodes?
Mm-hmm. I can see it being the main event, but I don't think Cody retires.
No, then I'm not. I don't want him to win. That would really piss off the crowd. I'm sorry.
I think he wins.
Piss off the crowd.
I think he wins, and they take it to a third match at Full Gear.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where they put the retirement stipulation in.
There's going to be some type of stipulation. There's going to be some type of cage, some type of match we've never seen before in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I bet you Malachi is going to be the one to do it. He's going to probably think of something so evil and menacing. They're probably. I have a feeling that their third match could be a cinematic match. Because, like, you know what? I think Malachi Black has the mind that he could do that.
Maybe in this one we see, the House of Black stable form.
Isn't like Brody King, like, is he still under contract with the other promotions? Or?
I don't think so. But I've heard I've heard rumors that he wants to bring Butcher and Blade and Abaddon into a faction.
Okay. I like that.
Then, of course, we got Rampage Grand Slam, which is going to be the first 2-hour special for Rampage.
Oh, God. My Fridays.
We got Powerhouse Hobbs taking on CM Punk after that hellacious powerbomb through the table.
Oh, that spot was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that
spot, one thing I want to bring up, who actually got some surprise fans, people were really going crazy for Hook. People really want to see Hook wrestle.
I mean, like I go through a chat, and then there's like a lot of people that are in love with him because I don't see the appeal, honestly. I I don't know if it's the hair or something. I don't know.
he still looks so, he needs to put on a little bit more weight. And I think he'll be
He
ready.
has put on more weight, actually. Like
He's
from his
there.
debut.
If you notice,
from
when he
his
first came around, he was always wearing, big, baggy hoodies.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So I'm just wondering when he will wrestle because like they've been teasing it for a while, and I'm getting tired of him not wrestling yet. Like because even like Punk said, like give me Hook, so have him face Hook. You know.
And maybe that will be his first match.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure putting CM Punk through the table, that got satisfaction, quite a bit of heat.
Oh, of course. Oh no, I saw a picture that he sat down like CM Punk on the ramp. So I just wondering, did he do that? Did you see that live? Like was the crowd really heated for that?
They were. I was on the opposite side of the ramp from the announcers.
Okay.
So that crowd, when that happened, they went insane. They went.
Fair. But I'm happy that Will Hobbs is getting something because let's just say it. I mean, I'll probably be the one to say it. They're lacking on representation in AEW. Like I love everybody there, but come on now. It's now 2021. There's no excuse anymore.
Yeah. I hope that he gets meaningful.
But
go ahead, Lewis.
No, I'm saying I hope that this leads to something more meaningful because he's got it. Like talent-wise, he's got it. Like I love that, they're representing minorities, they're representing the LGBT community, but it's not enough TV time to represent everybody. So I'm hoping that this test of a 2-hour Rampage leads to something because they have way too much talent. They're not showcased the right way.
Mm-hmm. And then it's like it's tedious for some of us that can't watch like all the shows on YouTube, so it's unfortunate, So like I'm happy that Jay got a spotlight, like when she was there, and like did she get a good reaction? Like I heard like a little bit of a crowd reaction.
She got what was surprising? She got a better reaction in a sense than Layla, and Layla's from Jersey. Like I personally love Jade Cargill. I love Jade Cargill.
Luck, that's for sure.
No, she definitely has the look. She just needs more time and wrestling wise. Like this is like I have to feel like this is her second longest match, and she's been in the company for 6 months. So
she didn't come off person though, which was surprising because that's what I was really watching for.
Oh no, she's been practicing. She's been practicing like her facials, her attitude, her presentation and stuff. Like she got that down. Like when she first debuted, you knew that she was great. But now I think she like worked on her her facials, her attitude, everything. She got that down. Now she needs to have is just more matches, longer matches, so that way she could be like up there, like as up there with the women.
Oh yeah, and she's jacked for real. Like in person, just like how she looks on TV, she's cut up for real.
You can tell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can still tell.
Next week, we also got the Men of the Year taking on Jericho and Jake Hager. I presume Dan Lambert probably in the Men of the Year's corner, probably with some MMA backup as well of some sort. Should be an interesting match.
Mm-hmm. I hope that the inner circle is going to be there and they start a fight with everybody.
We also got a 6-man tag next week. Adam Cole and the Young Bucks taking on Christian Cage and Jungle Express. I think that'll be the main event, and that is going to be a great match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see Cole mix it up with Jungle Boy.
No, I want to see Cole versus Christian, just to see that. Like, like the new up and comer versus the veteran. I want to see that. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cole ends up becoming an Impact champion one of these days. If that happen.
Yeah, I could see it too. Like, come on. It's just probably they're just probably wanting him first to be in, like having some wrestling matches. Probably by next year, I think he'll probably get into that contendership. It's just right now, it's just all about Kenny and then like who they're gonna drop it to. It better be Adam Page though. I'm just saying. And then they could start the whole Super Click versus the Elite. I don't know. Because I think that has to be the storyline after this. Like,
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next year's Blood and Guts is going to be, the Super Click or Super Elite, whatever it is, versus Dark Order. If they keep Dark Order,
it will be Mount Rushmore. Watch, because Kevin Owens' contract is coming up, so come on. No, it makes perfect. Look, if Kevin Owens does not re-sign with WWE, it's a perfect time for him to go to AEW, reform that faction with the Bucks and with Adam Cole, and then be like Omega with the Good Brothers, and I don't know who else. Like who? Marty Scurll? Do you think Marty Scurll will come back?
I don't think fans will allow it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't know who else it would like. Who was it that Omega was teaming with the Good Brothers? What's his name?
Was it Tamatanga, one of those Bullet Club members over there?
No, but he's feuding with them now.
No.
He has some beef with Omega. Like, you never seen his Twitter?
Never say never. They all might be bad.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think too? There's a segment, with the Gun Club, and explain why they turned heel, why they turned on Paul White, about how they're not getting respect, how they're undefeated as tag teams and trios. I think they got a point.
But the people that they're facing, I'm sorry to say, they're not important. I mean, it's just if they face somebody that's important, like let's just say like Jurassic Express, then we have a conversation talking. But
I mean, if we go by what they said, AEW said in the beginning, records will matter. Colton Gunn's like 28 or 29-0. Technically.
Mm-hmm. Did you know if they had a match in Dark Elevation or something, the Gun Club?
They did have a match. They did have a match on Dark.
Okay, I have to check that out.
Yeah. But I like what Austin Gunn. Austin Gunn's really good. I'm glad, maybe it seems like he's finally going to get a decent push.
Oh yeah. Oh, the crowd hated them last. Crowd.
I bet.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, that will do it for us here today. Of course, they can check us out on BuckleBombEntertainment.com, Twitter, BuckleBombENT. Check out our merch store, shopBuckleBomb.com. Of course, you can check us out on Facebook, our page, and our group, which is becoming much more active since our latest talent acquisition of Hector. And he's doing a great job. Thank you, Hector. Lewis, where can they find you if they want to check out you or your music or where else you want to promote?
They can follow me on Instagram. It's going to be BOSS_DOTT973. They can go on SoundCloud and search Brick City L. They can Google me on YouTube, and I will be putting out new music soon.
Right, and we'll put some links to you in our description as well.
Appreciate it.
Have a good night, everyone.
You too. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.